How's it going, everyone? It's Artifact. Today I've got a free sound for you guys to download because I feel a little bit guilty about making you listen to all these animal basses. Thought let's do something a bit more sine wavy. So listen to the sound. So I was playing around with some sine waves in Vital and trying to get the right blend between the right kind of notes working together, the right amount of detuning, the right amount of white noise. And I thought, you guys have been so great, I want to give it to you away for free. Well, actually, I don't know if you've been that great because I don't know what you've been doing. It seems to me like you're sort of just sitting there with your feet up on your desk, like watching me on YouTube, thinking, oh, maybe I'll check out his Patreon page. Nah, I'll probably just keep watching his free content. And then, yeah, shall I get his presets? No, I'd probably just copy what he does and just make them myself. This is quite a nice little bass. I started off with the sine wave down like an octave. I think we're playing it. This is at D, but I'll run you through the patch quickly. By the way, do you like my my new bed that I got from IKEA? I mean, my new tent that I got from the woods. We start off with a sine wave. Very nice and powerful. I've got a bit of post-processing here, just a bit just some saturation and reverb at the end. But yeah, just ignoring that. Sine wave. And then the second one here is an octave up. Sorry. It's actually 3 octaves up. So we've got this real like higher harmonic here, higher than normal. And then this one here is another sine wave, and this is so it's a perfect fifth, so it's a 7 semitones up from the root note. So I've actually gone up 1 octave from the root note sine wave, and then another 7 semitones up. So it's this -5 here, and that one is, if you listen to that one, that's kind of this area around here. So we're covering quite a lot of the spectrum. These are 3 kind of main harmonics. And on this last one here, I've decided to give it a bit of unison and then frequency modulate it into the sample with the white noise. And for all of these, we just have one simple LFO movement, LFO2, and you can change this as well in the patch. And this is mapped to the amount of frequency modulation, so the noise comes in and out on the LFO. And it's also on the level of this this higher harmonic, that kind of ringing one, you know. So you can really play with those, and you can see the MIDI patch that I've programmed in here, just to go with the drum break. So that's yeah, it's a very simple little pattern that just kind of goes with the rhythm, and using a little bit of semitonage. And yeah, if I just go back to the patch quickly, we have a chorus on here, and I've actually made 2 versions. So, you know, when you listen to the loop, you got this first one, the velocities of all the MIDI are down at like 1 or 0, and then on the second part, I've turned up the velocities all the way up to full, and I've used some velocity modulation mapping in the synth so that we can have these like 2 versions of the sound like in the same synth. Basically, I've just mapped this to different sections of the chorus, so we just change the depth and the delays, and that just makes a really big difference. I'll turn the mix back up. So obviously changing the depth and the delay like on this chorus, on this kind of quite simple sound, makes quite a profound difference on, you know, the amount of chorus delay you use. That's why I've set 2 different versions using the velocity. So we have one version where the depth is a bit lower, and then when the velocity is up, the depth is a little bit higher, and the delays come down a little bit, and it gives like quite a different tone, you know, depending on how hard you hit your keyboard note now. Yeah, and aside from that, with the effects, we've also got a little bit more on the EQ. I've got the LFO set to that as well, so we're having a bit of a a boosting of the kind of treble because it's kind of like lacking a little bit. Then we go into the distortion here. I don't know why I'm explaining it to you. Just download it. The link's below. Just kidding. Yeah, a bit of distortion going through the LFO as well. And then, yeah, modulating a bit of compression in as well on the LFO. And then just a touch of reverb at the end. And that's basically your little patch for today. It's called Save the Signs because it's National Save the Signs Day, apparently, according to my weird brain. Yeah. Bye.